Well, alright my friends, welcome back to the second channel. So, we're gonna be talking about something that's like kinda important in my life, which is gonna be like big like life updates. I wanna give you guys like my thought process behind what I am basically doing. So, my friends, I have been this guy whose whole personality revolved around one thing and one thing only for a long time. And this is, by the way, not like a boast. This is basically not good, by the way. And that thing was basically being academically successful. That was all I had. That was my main thing and my only thing, to be honest. Especially between the ages of even 8. Even like when I started like school, like 7, because of the fact that both my parents are teachers. Like your main thing is, okay, you need to get like full right answers in this like test. There are like 90 tests on this like multiple choice question, and you need to get like 100% all of them right, correct. And my whole personality revolved around being academically successful at school, like being the best, for example, in my class, in my like grade, in my like school, in the building. And that was mainly from like the ages between even like 6, 7, 8 to like probably like 16. When I was in middle school, for example, my whole personality revolved around we would have these like monthly exams that were like multiple choice questions, and if there were like 120 questions, I would on average get like either one wrong or like completely full, and the second best guy would get from like, for example, 5, 6 wrong answers, and like the other ones were like correct, for example, something like this. And my whole personality revolved around, okay, I'm the top of the list. I'm at the top of the list. And one thing probably I need to explain is when I was in like second grade, third grade, I only got to play video games if I brought like the perfect score on every exam. For example, let's say you would have like this exam where I had to answer like 670 multiple choice questions. If I only had one false in them, let's say like you're a fucking kid, you're just reading stuff, like you just got one wrong, you got like one math question wrong. That meant I didn't get to play video games for one entire month. Everything needed to be like perfect. So I would get to play like 1 hour of video games, probably a little more than 1 hour. Like when I sat down on the computer, it would be probably like just close to 2 hours even. But then I would have to wait 1 month to the next exam, and if I got a full on that exam, I get to play 2 more hours. So like monthly thing. And if I miss, like if I got like one question wrong, I didn't. One time I answered like 59 questions and they were all correct, and I didn't see the last question, which was on the last page. And I didn't know that there was a last page. So I got all of them correct and then one like empty, and I didn't get to play video games. So my whole personality was, yes, I'm the successful guy. I'm like the successful guy in the school. And then we took these LGS exams when I was at the age of like 15, and they were like the main thing in my life. I was studying like 10-hour days. And I successfully like got into this high school that I'm in right now, that I graduated. I'm gonna be graduating from like in a couple of months, and that school was my personality for a long time. When I was meeting with someone, I would literally introduce myself like this. I would obviously tell first my name, then nothing really about, oh, I have hobbies, I like doing this, like this is who I actually am. No, I'm like, yeah, I'm from this school. And when you say that you're from that school, in like my country, in Turkey, people are like, oh, that shows that you're smart, for example. I felt like I needed to prove myself. I'm like, yeah, I'm from this school, so you don't have to ask me many questions about like other stuff, because like I can show that I'm smart just because of the fact that I say that I'm from this school. And the thing is, this had some positive sides as well. Whenever you are meeting with a new person, you can introduce yourself. If it's a girl, it's like you get to basically flex on your school, and you get to basically flex the fact that, oh, you're smart and shit. All of that, right? And the reason why I want to take a gap year is because that was my whole personality my whole life, pretty much. And I want to see who I am without that for a year. I want to see if I can actually achieve other stuff. Let's say if I can build like an elite level of physique, if I can get to a very, very good level of boxing, if I can build like a very successful YouTube channel, if I can build my personal brand, and stuff like this. Like, can I get success from outside, like from the real world, the things that actually count, not like school, the things that actually count? Can I achieve this? Which is like the last step of the game, life. So that's like basically the idea of behind why I'm trying to take a gap year. And when I take this gap year, like the thing is, my gap year pretty much like started. I'm gonna be focusing on 3 things. 3 things, boom, boom, boom. Just only 3 things. 3 Fs. The first one is finances. And how I'm going to be focusing on my finances is basically I have like some client work that I do for like other YouTubers creating their content. It's not like I have like a social media marketing agency. I don't like have an SMA business, but I have like some other clients that I took like a couple of months ago, who were already like a little like friends for me, and now I'm doing like social media work, which is like that's like my one source of income, as well as I'm trying to build this channel. One of our like language videos, like shorts, went viral, like got like 5 million views a couple of like weeks ago, so the channel got like 20,000 subscribers in like a few days, but then it slowed down again, which was expected, normal, which was to be honest normal. And like I have my main channel and I have the second channel, and I kinda am working on a business idea that I'm gonna be starting to implement on this channel. I'm gonna give you guys like some free courses, my free like workout and diet plan and stuff like that, which I am currently designing like on Photoshop so that I can give you guys that. It looks kind of like really cool. And I have like some business ideas when it comes to my brand overall. So one main really factor is going to be here, it's going to be finances. I want to, at the end of this year, I don't really want to talk about the numbers, but I want to kind of like, because in Turkey, like, we have this thing where we don't talk about numbers that much. You don't talk about how much you make, you don't talk about how much you want to make. It's seen as, like, bad. And when I look at, for example, social media, like, these entrepreneurs come up and say, yeah, I'm making this much money, next month we're trying to hit, like, this many K numbers, for example. Like, they talk about all these numbers. I'm like, I'm not really that comfortable, not gonna lie, about like, talking about these numbers that much. But my personal goal, my really something that's, like, lies in my heart at the end of this year is getting to 100,000 Turkish liras a month, which is close to like 5k USD a month, which doesn't seem extreme when you look at like really successful entrepreneurs. The motherfuckers like talking about, oh, I'm making like 300k a month. I don't know. I'm not yet. Hopefully in the future maybe, but not yet. So that's like this number that's in my mind. Seems achievable, seems doable with the business like that I have. But we'll see how it goes. I have to put in the work. And the second thing is fitness. And this year it's gonna be like 2 serious bulks. One of them I'm currently in. I'm doing my like a lot of like strength training. I'm doing a lot of focusing on like a lot of like the compound movements, the squats, deadlifts, and like bench. And then I'm gonna be like transitioning over into a little bit of like a bodybuilder style, which I am gonna be much more focusing on like hypertrophy to build muscle. Currently the goal is not actually building muscle. Currently the goal is at like building strength, so that like the hypertrophy like stage is gonna be much easier. So that's gonna be like the other focus. And for me personally, like, fitness is gonna take a lot of time because I have to I really want to focus on like the meals and stuff like that to have like a really good diet. Hopefully my mom is gonna be helping me a little bit. I hope so, Mom. But if I move out and move into my new place, then that help is not gonna be there. We're gonna be all alone, trying to figure this shit out, becoming a fucking adult. And the third thing is gonna be basically boxing. I have always been this like scared, I don't want to say scared guy, but it's like I've always avoided physical confrontation whole my life. If there was like a situation at school, I would just go tell the teachers. Like, I wouldn't want to deal with myself because one, I probably, as a skinny fucking guy, I probably wouldn't be able to deal with myself in the first place. Two, I was the guy who was like protected at school because of like the grades and shit, because of the fact that I had really good grades. All my teachers were like really protective of me. All my family was like really protective of me. So I kind of want to jump into that as well. I've been doing boxing for like 7 months now, but it's been like on and off. I haven't been able to go to boxing like for some time because of the fact that I was sick. Throughout like my exams, I was continuing the fitness, but I couldn't really go to boxing, and I really want to completely take it up to a next level where I literally go to the boxing gym like 3 times a week consistently, whilst I am keeping up the fitness. So I want my life to revolve around enjoyable things. Like, think about it, like, I love going to the gym. I love going to the boxing. I love, like, that physical, like, stress. I really love it. So, and when it comes to my business, for example, obviously, I don't enjoy, like, every single bit of my business. For example, currently, this is freaking amazing. I'm feeling awesome here. I'm talking to the camera, I'm explaining my situation, I'm feeling awesome. But at the same time, obviously, there's this fact that there are some other parts of the business, like the editing stuff, like doing clients work, that I don't completely enjoy myself, obviously, right? But what's gonna be happening is we're gonna be doing them, but there are literally nothing in my life. Hopefully, when I like actually completely get into this like new gap year lifestyle, there's gonna be nothing in my life that I hate. For example, what I hated in the past was I hated going to school and taking like fucking physics classes. One situation that happened, one thing that was like, I saw like a really nice Porsche outside of like the school. I was just in the physics class. We were doing like a little experiment. For some students, the experiment was like really like interesting for me at the time because of the fact that I was like building my business. I was trying to get into this like entrepreneurship slash YouTuber thing. School didn't really seem that enjoyable to me that much, even though my whole life revolved around school for like 10 years straight, like just about school, like just being the best. I saw this Porsche outside and I'm wondering to myself, bro, everyone in this class is now like really focused on this like small science thing, where this guy outside has like fucking $5 million to buy that fucking car. I'm like, whew, shit. So, I feel excited for this year. I feel excited for this year. I feel like it's gonna be a fucking awesome year. Mainly because of the fact that I'm just gonna do this stuff that I enjoy. I like going to the gym, I like doing boxing, I'm just gonna do those things. And the thing is, there are some things as a young man you need to build, and that take time. For example, the fitness, if you wanna, even if you get started from a good genetics standpoint, for example, it's gonna take years to build like an elite level physique, right? And why not I actually get started when I'm really, really young? Why not I get started at like 17, 18? Now I'm 19, but I've been into this for a year and a half, so it's at least 2 years, by the way. And really knowing what I do for like a year. And why don't I get started completely with everything right now? And in 1 year from now, I'm gonna have an awesome physique. 1 year from now, I'm gonna learn how to box really, really well. And I don't have to worry about this stuff later down the line. I actually get this done. I actually build the amount of muscle that I need. And then in the future, staying in shape is not going to be difficult. Staying in shape is really difficult if you already have like a belly, if you're like fucking overweight, and then it's hard to stay in shape. But if you have already built your base, if you've already built like a really nice base, like you already built a good amount of like respectable amount of muscle, then staying in shape is easy. You lose a couple of % body fat, you're good to go. Boom. So this year, I want all my life to revolve around self-improvement. Literally think about it like this. I wake up early, I do my YouTube channel work, and then like I wake up at 5 a.m., do my YouTube channel for work like for 2 hours, 3 hours. It's like 8. I have my really nice breakfast that I've already planned. Maybe it's like pancakes or something like that's like actually in my bodybuilding goals. And then I go to the gym. I can spend 3 hours in the gym. I can spend like 2 hours just working out in the gym, get my stuff done in the gym, come back, do more work, and then go to boxing. And then in the evening, if I choose to take like a guitar lesson, I learn how to play the guitar. I can meet with my girlfriend. I can meet with my friends. I can spend time with my family. I can literally do whatever I want, and I am making money. I'm building my business, hopefully gonna make a lot of money in the future. I am building my physique. I'm learning how to fight. Like I'm doing this, like the fundamentals, the main things, while just having like an enjoyable like lifestyle. And I can literally travel whenever I want. Like the fact that my business is gonna give me the finances to do that, I can literally travel whenever I want. Like I can, my goal is, I have like 2 ways that I'm thinking. The first one would be like, if I move in my place, then traveling is going to be a little difficult, because you already have to pay a lot of like stuff for stuff like when you have moved in your place. So it's like, if I move in, this might not be happening. One option might be like moving in, and that depends on the person who I'm going to move in with, my friend. It depends on that situation a little. And 2, like, why don't I just take this year out to travel? Like, you know, these guys who have like Instagram stories that are like highlighted. Okay, there's like a flag, country flag, and there are like 5 stories, for example. Germany, boom, 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 stories. Spain, boom, 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 stories. Portugal, stories. Brazil, stories. Like, why don't I take this year off and just like have like 1 month cycles? 3 weeks working out, finances, fitness, boxing, and then 1 week just traveling. And then come back, continue the cycle again. 3 weeks of like hard work, 1 week of like vacation. You can also like do whatever you want in Turkey. You can visit every single place in Turkey, and it's not that expensive. And I can do like all these things whilst people are like just studying all day long. I feel like I feel like gap year is exactly the right strategy now. And I might be wrong in the future. I might come back and say, I did a big mistake. I wish I actually directly went to college. I lost fucking 1 fucking year. I hope that's not going to be the case. But one last point I have to give you guys is that this year is this interesting. This year is so interesting that this year I literally cannot afford to say at the end of the year, 2023, at the end of like my like gap year, here would be like a better like explanation. I literally cannot afford to say I fucked up this year. I didn't do much. I did a little bit of fitness, so my body looks a little bit better. I did a little bit of like fighting, so I know how to box a little better. I've built my business to a little better level, like I'm making a little more money, I have like a little more subs. But the year wasn't, the year was meh. I cannot afford to say that. I took this gap year, I'm taking a big risk here, and in order for this to be paid off, I need to work my ass off. So that's basically everything I wanted to talk to you guys about when it comes to taking a gap year. Yeah, that's basically it, I guess. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. In this channel, second channel, I'm going to be uploading 2 videos a week, at least 2 videos a week, so don't forget to check these out.